Thank you. Uh, Now, the important duty to introducing the today's chief guest, Sri T.K. Balaji, Chairman and Managing Director, Lucas TVS Limited. Mr. T.K. Balaji, Chairman and Managing Director, Lucas TVS, graduated in Mechanical Engineering from the College of Engineering, Guindy, and acquired an MBA with a gold medal from the IIM Ahmedabad. He pioneered the growth of Lucas TVS Group from a single plant to 13 world-class plants as of today, with a sales turnover exceeding 6,000 crores per annum. Foreseeing the wide scope for a thriving business, he initiated a dedicated company, India Nippon Electrical Limited, NIEL, in 1985 to manufacture electronic components and ignition system for the auto industry, both for domestic and exports. As a result of his outstanding contributions to total quality management, Lucas TVS Limited has been recognized with the prestigious Deming Prize in 2004 and Deming Grand Prize in 2012 from Jusei, Japan. NICOR is happy to present Sri T.K. Balaji Sir as the chief guest for the awards function. Thank you, sir.
Good morning. Distinguished office bearers of NICOR, fellow speakers, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. So when Mr. Swaminathan and others came to invite me to speak on this function, I was just wondering what I'm going to speak. And just before me, we heard a master class on quality from Mr. Vijay. You can't better that. There's no point in trying to do something better than what Vijay does, because he's so thorough, he won't leave at any point. And you heard from Baba the kind of leadership that he has shown in innovation and technology. So I thought I'll speak something extempore based on my recent experience. I was in China for about a week just now. I came after about a week. I've been to China in regular intervals. The last time I was there 5 years ago. But this time, I had the opportunity. I went on a business mission. We had a specific technology shopping mission. And we went to different cities. And what that experience has really inspired me. Inspired me in the sense, we all know that China and India were more or less in the same league some decades ago. And in fact, China opened up the economy, I think if I'm not mistaken, a decade ahead of India. I think they opened up sometime in the 80s, we opened up in the 90s. But in one generation, they have leapfrogged. And that today, the economy is 5 times as big as India. Now, we talk about India being the 3rd largest, 4th largest, all that, which is nice to hear. But in per capita terms, we are nowhere at $2,500. We are even below Bangladesh. China is at $12,500. And of course, US is at $40,000. So we got a long way to go in terms of progress. The other flip side of this is we have a fantastic potential to grow. And to me, China is an inspiration. If they can do it, there's no reason why we can't do it. So I was just wondering, what is it that makes that country tick? Of course, it's not easy to think. What came to my mind is what I want to say. The first thing I noticed is fierce ambition. I don't think people worry about competition there. They believe in themselves. So almost in any field, there are not one manufacturer or two manufacturers or three. There are in dozens and hundreds. On motorcycles, there are at least, I don't know, I've lost count, maybe 100 plus manufacturers. Electric vehicles, there are 50, 60, 80, you name it, it is there. We went for shopping some particular technology. We went to 4 different places. You find 4 different solutions. So the thing I notice is a fierce ambition. It's not as if each one of them are more capable than some of our capacities. But they believe in themselves. They try. And they're not afraid to fail. I think that's the point, lesson which I want to convey. The other important thing I've learned is they focus on the next generation technology. They're not repeating what is being done today. If you see their passenger cars, the electric cars, of course, everybody now sees that as a world leader. Their car making started much later in China compared to Europe or US, who have had centuries of leadership or decades of leadership. China also learned from American or European companies like we did. But today they've gone so far ahead. Why? Because I think the Chinese government, as well as these enterprises, realize the only way to dominate this world is to move to the next generation. So they invested in electric vehicle technology far ahead than anybody else, as an ecosystem. And if you see some of those cars which I have traveled with kind of technologies which are only can be experienced. The cockpit, you see, is very different to the cockpits we are used to. You've got only screens. You can see very many options on communicating to the world. You see auto driving in complicated traffic. It navigates on its own. Self-parking and so on. So the point I'm trying to make is, for us to progress, we need to leapfrog. If we do on an incremental basis, I think we're not going to be there. We need to take some bold steps to leapfrog. And I welcome Prime Minister's initiative in this regard, showing examples. For example, we got a Shinkansen bullet train coming up in Bombay to Ahmedabad. There is a criticism, and there is a merit in the criticism. Why are we wasting a lakh of crores in investing in that high-speed train, which can be used for so many other needy things in India? But on the other hand, it also brings to surface how people can travel. In the 4 cities I went to, where I traveled by road, I traveled by cars, I traveled by high-speed trains. I went to cities which are 2 million in population to 13 million in population. And you see, regardless of the size, the scale of infrastructure in terms of roads, communication, transportation, it's really so far out compared to what we are. So my message in this conference is, if we have to make progress, I think we need to change our mindset from incremental thinking to leapfrogging. My appeal to young people here, go and visit China. See for yourself. You will be transformed. And I think believe in yourself and go for the next generation technology, which can be on par with the world and not follow what others are doing today. As regards quality, today there's so much competition and customers are so demanding, you have no choice but to achieve quality. If you don't achieve quality, you won't be here. So I think quality is already it's a done thing, if you ask me. If you don't do it, in any case, you're not going to exist. The question is, what beyond quality? Now, I remember when we won the Deming Award, it just happened, we seem to have scored the highest marks in JUSE examination, thanks to Dr. Ravichandran. He is very good in all this. He led that moment. So JUSE picked up Lucas TVS as the organization to come and learn from. For us, that was a very humbling experience. So we had a team of Japanese companies. If you read that list, it was who is who, coming in at a chief executive level, spending a day in Lucas TVS, wanting to know what is it you have done that made you to score so much. To me, that was a lesson. Even such big companies want to learn from some people who have done something better. That shows the humility in them. So, of course, they went through and they made all the nice points. I mean, very courteous they were, as always Japanese are. At the end of it, I asked them a question. You know, we are starting this quality journey, and we are honored that you have chosen to come and visit and talk to us. But you have been in this for decades. What is it you're doing in the quality journey today? And I distinctly remember, I don't know whether Ravi remembers, this leader of the delegation went to the board and wrote F0 QI. So we were wondering, what is this, some formula or something? So he said, F0, the failure 0, is not a destination. It's a starting point. I want to emphasize this point to the members here. Achieving 0 defect is not a great achievement today. It's a starting point. That's what customers are expecting. QI, what they said was quality innovation. What is it you're doing which customers are not expecting? Something which is more than what customers are expecting. And that is where your emphasis has to be. I would like to say in this global convention, India should adopt that message of F0 QI as a culture that all of us have to follow in our companies. Before concluding, there are very distinguished awardees here, but I want to pick one, which is like an organization which I've admired all through, which is ISRO. And we have the privilege of having Mr. Somnath here, was a former director of ISRO, as one of the awardees. Of many government-run organizations, ISRO stands out for the kind of breakthroughs they have achieved, the kind of risks they have taken, the kind of innovations they have shown. We have a live model in India, that to a government organization which has demonstrated that it is possible for us to develop new technologies on our own. And it's a great tribute to that organization, and I congratulate NAQR for inviting, and as you mentioned, it's not an honor that we are giving, it's an honor that this award will get by him accepting. I like to tell the young people, there are 3 corners of a triangle to me on progress, which is ambition, ability, and opportunity. If you have ambition and you have ability, you will locate opportunities. If you have ambition and opportunities, you don't have the abilities, you will develop abilities. But you have abilities and opportunities, and you have no ambition, you will make no progress. And I feel in India, today the world is full of opportunities, and we have many talented people. But the mindset, Baba mentioned in his speech, the mindset, the ambition that we can grow, we can make it good. It's enough, I've done this, it's okay. That's the worst kind of a philosophy we can follow. That's okay in a philosophical sense. But India needs young people to think big. And India needs to come out of this $2,500 mindset to $10,000, $20,000 mindset. That only young people can take it forward. I'd like to thank NIQR for inviting me on this. I have a suggestion to NIQR. I want to suggest a change of name. Instead of NIQR to NIQI, quality innovation is what we need. We need technology development, next risk-taking ability. How to do that is what NIQR should concentrate on. Thank you.
It's a honor listening to you. Thank you for these values we will carry throughout our life. Now, I request NIQR National President, Mr. S. Murali Shankar, to felicitate our guest as token of our gratitude. I request the Chief Guest, Mr. T.K. Balaji Sir, Chairman, Managing Director, Lucas TVS, to receive and a big thank you for being here with us, sir, and honoring this event. Thank you very much, sir. அரங்கம் நிறைந்த கைத்தட்டல் அவருக்கு செய்யும் மரியாதை. Request the keynote speaker, Mr. B.P. Kalyani sir, to accept this on behalf of our Baba Sahib Kalyani sir. Our guest of honor, Mr. Vijay sir, Chairman Sundaram Finance Limited, to accept this honor from NIQR. Thank you very much, sirs. It's now time for the momentous of the day for the award ceremony. We would like to proceed with the presentation of awards. There are 6 awards and 2 certificates. Firstly, the NIQR Lucas TVS Award for Outstanding Service Organization. To proceed with this, I request Mr. Balaji to come forward and to share the highlights of the organization and the awardee. Welcome, sir. And meanwhile, I request the hotel team to take away these tables from the stage. Illa, outstanding organization.
Morning to all. I'm really proud and also God bless too. Even God has given an opportunity to use this citation to the Akshaya Patra. There is a very honorable foundation. They are helping the society, the great. For nearly 20 years, Akshaya Patra Foundation, a leading social impact organization, made a great impact as exemplified and commitment to the child welfare, nutrition, and education. It is implementing partner of the Government of India is PM Poshan, that is called midday meal scheme, the hungry fulfillment scheme they are giving. Akshaya Patra today run one of the world's largest NGO-led school meal program. I don't think any countries have this. And serving over 2.35 million children every day. Across 25,000 plus schools, they are contributing and they are getting benefited. In 78 locations spanning 16 states and 3 union territories. This most respectable foundation has served more than 4 billion meals since its inception in 2000 and an achievement celebrated at the United Nations headquarters in New York in 2024. Let us give a big applause to that. With a immense pride and privilege, we, the members of NIQR, present the NIQR Lucas TVS Award for Outstanding Service Organization 2025 to Akshaya Patra, Bangalore, on this day, 29th August 2025 at Chennai. Thank you very much.
Let us appreciate the hard efforts the organization has made. The team has put in their efforts to come to this position and receive these recognitions. அரங்கம் நிறைந்த கைத்தட்டல் மட்டுமே இன்னைக்கு கேட்கும் 12 மணி வரைக்கும். Now, NIQR India Pistons Award for Lifetime Achievement. I request Dr. V.M. Gunasegaran to share the highlights about the awardee. Welcome to the dais, sir.
Thank you. We are honored as NIQR to present this award, NIQR India Pistons Award for Lifetime Achievement to Sri Baba Sahib N. Kalyani. The citation is, Mr. B. N. Kalyani is the Chairman and Managing Director of Bharat Forge Limited, the black sheep company of the Kalyani Group. With over 5 decades of leadership, he has steered Bharat Forge's transformation from a regional player into a globally recognized leader in forging and precision engineering. Beyond Bharat Forge, Mr. Kalyani plays a pivotal role in shaping India's industrial and economic landscape. He is a member of the Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council and co-chairs several high-profile international business forums, including the India-Sweden Business Roundtable. He was honored with the Padma Bhushan India's third highest civilian award for his exceptional service to the industry. The Order of Rising Sun, Gold and Silver Star from Japan. The Cross of the Order of Merit from Germany. The Commander First Class of the Royal Order of the Polar Star from Sweden. And the Knight in the Order of Legion of Honor from France. We are immensely pleased, and as I've been told, we ourselves been honored to present this award to Sri Baba Sahib N. Kalyani.
This award will be received by Sri Raju Kalyani, Executive Director, Bharat Forge, on behalf of Sri Baba Sahib N. Kalyani.
Indeed an honor to be here for all of them, and it is our responsibility to applaud them while they are receiving it.